Hello, everyone, and welcome to Talk Tuesday about Business. It's Nancy Stottle from the Business Mission. Very delighted to be here with you all today on Talk Tuesday about Business. I'm just trying to fix my camera a bit. A little bit slow. Okay, there we go. Right, so it's Nancy Stottle from the Business Mission. Very delighted to be here with you today. I run the firm called The Business Mission, www.thebusinessmission.com, where I offer business services such as business plans, legal contracts, trademarks, and those sort of things. So you can go to www.thebusinessplan.com where you can find out all about our services. And today is Talk Tuesday about Business, where I'm here 12 noon UK time to talk about different business topics and offer some business advice. So today we are going to talk about investors, why investors don't usually invest in business ideas, how can you get an investor to invest in your business, and what does an investor look for in business opportunities? Okay, so if you are looking for investment in your business, this is a fantastic live which would give you the direction that you need about investors. Okay, so it's just after 12 and we are going to go into the first question, which is why investors don't always invest in business ideas. Now, imagine you are pregnant and you have a baby in your womb and you are convinced that this is going to be a rock star. So you tell everybody that you know, my baby in my womb is going to be a rock star and it's going to be an amazing rock star. Well, it's very hard to determine that at the very beginning in the pregnancy stage, okay? You need time to wait till the baby comes out and shows the tactics that it can actually be a rock star, okay? Investors hear ideas on a daily basis, okay? While many may sound really great, they might just not be viable. Even a business plan is simply not enough to attract an investor. You must be in a business with a model that scales, a product or a service which has legs, and even people in places to make it happen, including a very talented infrastructure. Okay, furthermore, make sure you have some experience in operations before seeking out this investor. Okay, this will allow you to illustrate how you have handled hurdles and what opportunities you are currently developing and including in the pipeline. That additional experience under your belt before you ask for funding increases your ability to generate a return for an investor. Okay, investors come in to invest in projects and get their money back and dividends. Okay, they're very different than a business partnership. All right, so do your research. A business partnership is one who will come in and do work and all that, but an investor really is there to put money into a project to see the project bloom so that they can get their money back plus the dividends in top. Okay, sometimes you get a little bit aspect of a mentorship with it. I know in my company we have an investment fund and we do offer a slight mentorship with it as well. But overall, the person really who has the idea needs the money to get it going, and that's the reason why they will look for investment. Okay, so hopefully that will give you a little bit understanding of why investors don't usually invest in ideas. You have to show that the business actually can get off the ground and walk. And those starting point has to be your responsibility before you get to an investor, okay? It's Nancy Stidle from the Business Mission. I'm very delighted to be here with you today. We are talking about investors, so hopefully for anyone out there that is thinking of getting investment, this video will help you in that journey. Okay, I run the firm called The Business Mission, www.thebusinessmission.com. We do actually have an investment fund in The Business Mission, which you can have a look on our page with the section that says investment. Okay. On to the next question. How can you get an investor to invest in your business? Well, first of all, you must show that there is money available further to interest the investor. Okay, they want to know that you are not just seeking cash to keep the doors open, yet the funding is actually there to grow the business. Now, most investors realize you have to spend money to make money, yet they want to ensure that their money is not there for your utility bills or rent, yet there to make the product or expand the service so they can get a return on their investment. Another great reason to show some cash flow is some investors realize that you have a great idea, a viable business model, yet you are desperate because the bank account is empty. Okay, this means they can have you right in the corner and they may try to gain greater control as they hold the possibility of money over your head. You really do not want to be in a kind of situation like that, so make sure you do not appear financially panicked. Okay, to maximize what little money you have, before seeking out funding, employ creative strategies to grow the business as much as possible without financial assistance, okay? Including get people to work on an incentive basis, okay? Or maybe give them a little equity stake into the business, all right? So that really should give you a better understanding in regards to how you can get an investor on board. As I mentioned with investors, is they want to see that you have made some effort to get this project off the ground, not just sort of show up and say, hey, can I have your cash? Okay. It's Nancy Stadel from the Business Mission. Very delighted to be here with you today. And today's topic is all about investment. Okay, so on to our final and last question is what does an investor look for in a business opportunity? Okay, well, formulating your strategic objectives for the business, which you may have already defined in your business plan for the first and second years, and then onward, as well as the overall vision for the company. Okay, you must have a business plan. That's so important when you approach an investor. Okay. Also explain to the investor the long term, okay? The long term to give them reassurance for the business. Short term has not so much structure to it. For example, will you continue to grow and expand the business alone? Will you seek out partners for new products and services? What is your exit strategy? These should all be in your mind already because they are the driving force behind how you develop and launch your startup. They provide the blueprint of the company with you as the architect and your team and the investors as the construction crew and the bank behind the project. Someone who has planned and laid down the foundations to their business is very, very important. And it shows an investor you are organized and you're good at structuring your business. Remember that investors never run businesses. They merely invest. They don't have the time to run and deal with how your team works. Give an investor the reassurance that your business is correctly set up and their money is invested with respect. All right? If you do think of going for investment and you haven't got a business plan or you haven't got a blueprint in place, please come see me because we offer business plans that are, at the end of the day, ones that can get you investment. However, also, if you feel that you do have a good business plan in place and you feel confident that you're ready to go for investment, then please visit our website, www.thebusinessmission.com, where you will find the investment section, which you can fill out the application and we can find out if you're investable. Okay? So, Nancy Stadel from the Business Mission. I'm really happy I was here with you today. We talked about investment. If you do know anybody that's looking for investment, please feel free to share this video to offer them tips and advice on their investment journey. I shall see you next Tuesday, 12 noon UK time, in the Business Mission's Facebook page for the next Talk Tuesday about business. Thank you and have a great week ahead.